All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you guys are new here in the morning, we come in, take a look at NQ price action. We'll see what's going on. We see what's happening. We do a little outline. We're posting it in Discord as well. And then we do a little bit of trading as well. So let's get into it. Let's see what we have today on this price action. Let's review this overnight price action and then see what we got. So we typically start off on the 4-hour. Let's take a look here. We swept previous. Okay. Let's outline these things. So here's a few things that are important now. So good morning. Look at what we got on NQ here. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour, price has swept the previous daily high, and we have also swept the previous 4-hour low. So with the sweep of the previous 4-hour low, this poses a potential outside 4 hours to the upside here. And as a potential sweep of the London session high here. The 4-hour, on the 4-hour, we also have a fair value gap on the downside. Downside from, let's see, from 28, 6, 10, 25 to 28, 6, 3, 7. This gives us a potential area for a quick bounce if price decides to come down. So if price decides to come down after that sweep, we can potentially tag this area and then continue to the upside. On the hourly, similar thing. I've seen a bit of consolidation. We do have a little bit of that LRLR on the downside. So on the hourly, we are still inside the previous hourly candle with no sweeps, which gives us shot to sweep either extreme of the range. So there are few liquidities on the downside that we can potentially retest for a continuation. So if price at, given how they have been playing it, there is a likely continuation, right? For us to continue to the upside, we would need a strong break back above the PDH and continuation above it. So right, given that we did sweep this, bodies closing below the previous daily high, there is some good potential for the downside here. In order for us to continue to the upside, we would need to break back above this previous daily high and continue, right? So we would need to do something like this for a continuation to the upside. Right now, looks like they might want to come down and do something there, right? But we'll keep watch here. Good. Let's see. We're going to go piss real fast, and then we'll continue this in 1 second. we're back. Let's continue this venture. 15-minute wise, what are we looking at here? So we did have this nice run to the upside. All right, let's get rid of this. This nice almost like a manipulation to the upside. All right, there's this range pretty much, which could give us a projection to the downside. 1618 right there. I have 3 lining that with a nice liquidity here. Right, so some decent liquidities here on the downside there. Blunty, blunt candle. Stop reach daily high level. Okay, so if price continues to reject this, right, then there is that potential for us to continue to the downside within this. So there's this inverse fair value gap in the 15-minute. So there's that. Let's capture that like this. That's pretty much, yeah, that's pretty close to the London session range OTE. So looking on the 15-minute, after prices swept the PDH, we had a nice reaction to the downside. If price continues to reject the OTE of the London session, then be looking for a continuation into the downside. London session there, right? So if we continue to reject this OTE of the London session, there's potential for us to continue to the downside here, and that is the same thing on the 5-minute, right? If we're looking at our daily plan here, where's my daily plan? Right, daily plan wise, what this looks like to me is Asia session range, London manipulation, and potential reversal into New York session, right? For this, we would need to continue to reject the OTE here. Let me hide this, and then this here. So similarly on the 5-minute, looking at the daily plan, price looks like it may want to the downside into the New York session, given the Asia consolidation. So Asia session consolidation and the London session manipulation above here. So for this to for New York session to expand to the downside, for New York session to expand to the downside, price would need to break back below the London session low here and stay below for that for price to continue to the downside. And that's what we got. That's our little outline. Typically, Oh my god. Hold up. Big fucking stretcher. And typically for... Right, so this is what we're looking at. We could potentially come back above, sweep all of these liquidities on the upside here. Going into that next 15 minute, we have a 5-minute fair value gap right here as well. Right, so we could look into a potential retest of this, which would be around 705 of the range. If we break below this, this can give us that continuation to the downside, right? So this is what we are looking at for the 9:30 open, with a retest of that FHG on the 5 for the 15-minute open high low close. So 15-minute on at 9:30 typically gives us some kind of open low high close or open high low close, right? So tap of the 5-minute fair value gap could send the wick to the top, sweeping that previous hourly high and sweeping that range, as well as sweeping the... No, it wouldn't be sweeping the previous 4-hour high. So that's what we'll watch here and see. We are holding above the Asia session high. So as long as we keep holding above Asia session high, there's really not a reason why we should be looking for downside. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, swept previous daily low. See if there's anything on crypto. No, KSM, JTO keeping. Brett. Let's see how they want to do this thing. There's some good tunes going. Let's see here. Five minutes until the opening of the session. Let's see how they want to play this out. We will be lying on a rising VIX fix, so if price decides to come into here somewhere, right, and there's a rising VIX fix, then we will be exiting shorts and looking for longs. Like, connect my squawker too. Make sure we don't miss anything. Or they yapping and some shit. Unemployment claims already went out this morning at 6:30. 8 construction spending, Fed data. Nothing. Nothing worthwhile here on let's see. Let's take a see what they want to do with this shit. So we'll wait on that 5 minute. So we're sweeping that run there. So for a low, swing fairly pivot there. Previous hourly high swept. So that could be a potential entry point there with that sweep. Curious to see how they open up the next 5 minute. That's what we'll wait for. Got 2 minutes until they open it up. There's the achieved the London session projection.
One minute remaining for the market on open imbalance.
SFP on the 15, SFP on the 5. Need to break below this for it to be confirmed. Previous hourly high swept. could watch. We could try with one contract here, maybe.
Spokesperson for the Iraqi Ministry of Oil says the Basara Hadith pipeline project will export 2.5 million barrels per day through Syria, Turkey, and Jordan.
Potential for an outside hour.
10 seconds.
Swept the high there. Tapped.
Order
Left
filled.
or shorts.
Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 50 million, Nasdaq 100 buy side 58 million, Dow 30 sell side
28,717.
18 million, Mag 7 sell side 25 million.
It's below 28,739, and we have a potential for an outside hour. That's below this. Right here. 727.25.
Order filled.
Took one off. She's wiki today.
So just
I'll turn this on the 1 minute. Let's see if they want to.
Well, hello everybody, this is Donald J. Trump. You're behind the markets. If you're a real day trader, go real time at financialjuice.com/purchase and save 67% on a subscription. Isn't that one big, huge, brilliant deal? Come on, people.
Swept that. Swept that 27. What is this? 27,750. Need to displace below this. Let's see here if they want to give this a falling 3 on the 1. Bumping this, so we took one contract off there.
McDonald's shares up about 1% after Q1 revenue profit beat.
Make one more sweep there.
So just inform users, if your voice news sounds like it's doubling, just click on the blue launch button and then click on it again.
tapping into the top of that 618, sweeping previous candle high. Going to
According to Tasnim News, Arachi and Mohammed Ishaq, the foreign ministers of the Islamic Republic of Iran and Pakistan, held a phone conversation this afternoon. So furthermore, within this conversation between the foreign ministers of Pakistan and Iran, saying during this consultation the parties reviewed the latest developments and ongoing trends in the region and emphasised the importance of continuing dialogue and diplomacy, as well as expanding constructive cooperation among regional countries to maintain stability and prevent the formation and escalation of tensions.
Let's see if we want to tap into that fair value up above. See here what they do with this thing. I'll wait to potentially add a second contract here. So we tapped into that fair value gap there. Tapping into it again. Tap the 705. We can add a second contract. We're playing this based on the rejection of the OTE as we've outlined. This is our trade idea. Of course, let's see what price actually wants to do. We got pretty close to an outside hour. I'll say that. Pretty good. See, they want to close this 15-minute up. Take one off at this previous 5-minute low. Or should we keep it all the way? See what kind of reactions we get. We need to break through this consolidation right there. This is low. Low here, 28,742. 25. Peel one off there. Let's see 1 minute until this 15-minute closes up. Curious to see how they want to run this thing.
Order filled.
Take one off there. Let's see. 817 is the previous hourly low. Or 717. I'll set my contract 717.25 for the next one. New 15-minute opens up. Previous 5-minute low has been swept. We need to hold below this 28,739, which is about this New York minute open 740. And
Order filled.
that's it. That's all she wrote. We got our trade. We got our setup. Traded it. We fucking off. Right? This is what we wrote out here on this chart. We were going light. I'm not pushing it. Felt like I've been pushing it for a long while here. There's this, right? There's our executions. And now we're gonna clock out. We're gonna lock out. because we are done trading. We took our profits. Now we fuck off. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you go check us out at www.papertraders.io. That's the best way to see what we are all about. Come hang out with us. Check us out. www.papertraders.io. In that corner. Check us out on Twitter at the Paper Traders. Go check out Mr. Hayes at Hayes Beats. He's posting some awesome charts. Below this New York Midnight Open, we can get this continuation expansion into these -1s, -618s, potential tap of the previous daily low, given the fact that, you know, we swept the previous daily high. And if we continue below it, then there's that continuation, right? So, we got our outside hour. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.